quick one. Someone asked me a question, so the easiest way to respond so that everyone knows is to answer it on here. But don't worry about asking questions, I'll just answer it on here. So phase rotation, saw something in the picture above, asking that the phases seem to be the wrong way around. Well, really, there is no fucking wrong way around. The phases, 3 phases, any order you want. Why is that so? 9 times out of 10, in fact probably 99 times out of 100, phase rotation is not important. Generally, it's not important. And if someone's got a reason why, tell me now, but it's not important on 99% of installations, because if you have a fuse board and you feed loads off it and they all go the right way, if you change the fuse board and maintain the phase rotation, whichever way it was, reverse, forwards, anti-clockwise, whatever you want to call it, then you just check the phasing's right and all your motors that are connected to it will still go the same way. So, like I say, it's only going to make a motor go the wrong way. If you change a fuse board, all the motors will go the wrong way. If you change one circuit, one motor will go the other way or whatever. It does, however, become important when you're dealing with things like bus sections and generators, or if you've got movable mixing equipment or movable motor equipment. Let's have a look at that. So I worked in an ink factory once and we had multiple sites fed from different transformers. That meant the fuse boards, the LV supplies, were on different phases. Therefore, we had a standard that all fuse boards were wired L1, L2, L3, and the rotation was clockwise. However, at the transformer, one of the transformers across the 2 sites, the phasing was reversed so that all the fuse boards after it gave the clockwise rotation. So you could take a mobile mixing pump, mobile mixing blade type impeller pump, and move it to the next site without the user having to worry about changing the direction. So that's what's called phasing out, which means that all the LV sites across a platform, across a customer's sites, not necessarily the same LV service site or same transformers, will work in the same direction. That can be important. Also, when you're doing generation, if you're, for example, going to plug a temporary generator into a board, you might want to make sure that all your fuse boards, so their sockets on to provide the power, operate in clockwise or anti-clockwise, because your generator is clockwise or anti-clockwise as per the right phasing. If you're going to bring a generator on a load and sink it in, you're fucking damn sure you want your phasing right, otherwise it's going to fucking blow up. And then one of the other reasons I can think of is, I forgot, but it'll come to me in a second, where there is at a bus section. So if you don't know what a bus section is, I'll have to do a drawing of this one day, but basically you have 2 different incomers from 2 different transformers, and those 2 incomers are connected by a thing called a bus section. So if you're servicing one transformer, you can turn it off and bring the bus section in. So you bring the bus section in live and turn the transformer off, so you can do uninterrupted supply changes. It's quite complex. If you don't get it, tell me, I'll draw a picture in a bit when I'm not sat here eating some toast. But yeah, if you don't phase out your transformers and phase out your bus section correctly, when you close the bus section, it'll fucking explode. And I don't mean just a little explosion, I mean a you'll know about it explode. So yeah, phase rotation, phase sequence on the test sheet says checked. That just means you've got a phase to a phase to a phase, 3 phases. If it has to be anti-clockwise, you have to make sure it's anti-clockwise. If it's anti-clockwise, just make sure it's anti-clockwise. But generally, 9 times out of 10, phasers are just phasers. It doesn't really matter unless you change the board or fit a generator, in which case you need to check your directions. Another little one that people don't worry about is, if you've got a fuse board, it's got L1, L2, L3 going down like a normal 3-phase fuse board. People always try and fit 3-phase breakers to L1, L2, L3. No one's stopping you, though, putting a single-phase breaker in than a 3-phase breaker. It's still 3 phases. It doesn't have to be connected L1, L2, L3. It is possible to squeeze one in on the last phase, the L3 of one block, and the L1 and L2 of the next block. Phasers don't matter as long as you've got 3 or 2, if you really funky, and they go in the correct direction for the application you are using, unless there's any local requirements, as I've said, for generation, mixing machines, or for the rotation of the same. That's it. What more do you want out there? Fucking hell.